So I'll do the introduction and hold on.
Is there gonna be bloopers?
Oh, I'm sure there will be. I'll probably leave all the bloopers in.
Oh yeah, you can edit it.
Yeah.
Duh.
All right. And 1, 2, 3. What's up, guys? STEFON WHITAKER for another episode of Interviewing You, Interviewing Me. And we have a very special guest, a guest that I kind of put together kind of like quickly, so I don't have any questions written down for this guest, but he's a very special guest because he is a guy that I went to school with for a long time, good friend of mine. He's getting ready to make a huge step in his life, moving out to South Carolina to really pursue his goals of being as an Olympic weightlifter, right?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't want to make sure I fuck up the terms.
Yeah, I would have pulled a gun out.
So, yeah, Olympic weightlifter, the guy, the man, the mystery, the legend, Mr. Harley Burke.
Thanks,
What's up, man?
What's up, bro?
How are you doing
Thanks
today?
for having me, man. This is awesome.
Oh, of course, man.
Yes.
I definitely want to have you. I actually wanted to have you on here like last year, but I just got so fucking caught up and I had a whole bunch of guests.
Hey, man,
and
it was
stuff.
meant to be now.
Now's the time because you're leaving, and
Yep.
I was like, you know what? Since he's leaving, I want to make sure to get him on this damn interview like right now.
Hell yeah,
So,
man. Hell yeah.
like I said, I don't have any questions written down, but I do have some questions in my mind that I'll ask.
Okay.
That'll kind of, I think fit well to your brand and business. But first off, just introduce your name once again, and then what you actually do, what your actual career is.
My name is Harley Burke. I am, or I was, I guess I still am because it's not over today, but I am a strength coach here at Jimmy Jack in Angola, Indiana. Also compete in the sport of weightlifting, or called Olympic weightlifting to specify it correctly. And main goal is, national champion, world champion, Olympian. I don't care where I medal or place in the Olympics, I just want to go. It doesn't matter to me at all, but that's my main goal.
Progress.
People that know me know I love lifting weights. I've been doing it for a long time. Not 10 years yet, but it's close. I think it's 8.5 or something like that.
Man, that long.
But yeah, it's crazy.
That is crazy.
But I have a weightlifting coach. His name's James Tatum. Moved down to South Carolina to be around him so I can get as good as possible. I also have a life coach, Jared Olson. He's the one that gave me this insanely great opportunity to even have this gym here. I wouldn't be anywhere without him at all. If I didn't have him in my life, I don't know where I'd be right now. I have a great opportunity to go down to South Carolina because of him. He's the main reason why I have this opportunity. So much love to him and his wife. I love him. So hell yeah.
Sweet.
Yep.
I like it. That was a good summary. All right, interview done.
I'm a professional. Dude, people don't know. I'm a professional.
Professional. I like that. All right, so man, I like all of that. 10 years. That's a long time.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
So 10 years. Okay, 10 years ago, what was it? It's 2019. So 2009.
Playing Halo.
What grade were we in 2009?
8th grade, I think.
Dang.
Freshman
so
year.
you started then, like really
Freshman
early.
year.
Freshman
2010.
year?
Late 2010.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Awesome. So like. Man, so how did you really get started into it? Like, what made you want to get into like building your body like that, being strong? Like, what was the beginning?
My dad, he had a bull flex at home, and
Classic.
he would
flex.
show me lat pull downs and shit. Like
Yeah.
that was the first exercise I ever did.
Really?
Lat pull downs, and then that was back when I lived in Fort Wayne,
Okay.
and then I moved back to Angola with my mom.
Good old Angle.
And so then Luke
Yeah.
Amstutz, he's had a little strength conditioning, whatever. Went
So,
there for a
shout
little bit.
out Amstutz.
Yeah, Amstutz, love you, man. Don't think I don't. I sure hope he doesn't think I don't like him. I like him. He's awesome. Yeah, I went there. I wasn't consistent, so I'm not gonna count it. I started doing that in 8th grade. It was like 2 months or whatever.
2 months of
And I
doing
quit
it.
lifting until like December of 2010, which is our freshman year.
Wow, yeah.
So almost the beginning of track. So
Yeah.
pretty much December of 2010, I started lifting weights for track, and it just here we are.
That's crazy. I mean, like, doing it for what made you actually say to yourself, like, okay, this is something that I actually want to take up as a career now? Like, what made you actually want to dedicate yourself to doing it?
I think the way I progressed, how fast it was. I was progressing really fast, especially in the squat. Everyone knows I can squat.
A million.
I progressed really well in that lift, and it kind of just kept driving me to get better and better and better. I hate the bench press. The bench press is nap time, so.
You don't like bench press?
Oh, dude, I could go to bed on that shit. I hate it.
I love bench. That's probably my favorite.
Yeah, it's not mine.
Damn.
I'd rather
front squat.
Get hit by a car or something.
Than bench for damn.
I would rather, yeah, seriously. But yeah, and then deadlifts too. I didn't start deadlifting till like 2013, 2014. Really? Yeah, I don't know why. I just never did it.
Yeah.
I just squatted and benched and did other bullshit, strict press.
Okay. So I mean, I guess that kind of leaves me some good questions as far as like the different workouts you did. Like when you actually got to wanting to do this, professionally and have it as your career, like. What was like the process of starting this? Well, what was the beginning of the process? Like, did you make like a workout plan for yourself? Did you have a crazy diet that you did too, or did you or did you kind of progress, like kind of figure out things as you went along?
It seemed. I didn't know I wanted to, like back in I think junior year of high school. I was really serious about powerlifting, like the sport of powerlifting. I didn't start competing it until I graduated in 2015 or whatever, when I was 20 or whatever. I had my first powerlifting meet then. Yeah. I don't know. I watched a lot of YouTube videos of all these really, really good powerlifters. You see elite, raw powerlifters, and it was just awesome seeing them, compete in the sport and be good. Yeah. And I was like, dude, I could be this good, man. Hell yeah.
Right. Absolutely.
And yeah, my first powerlifting meet, won, squatted 600, deadlifted 600, bench 363. Yeah. That's like a 1565 total first powerlifting meet. That's really good. Yeah. Like if you can total 1500 in your lifetime, that's really good.
Right. Yeah.
So,
that's pretty crazy. Where was that at?
Springfield, Ohio.
Okay.
Some crazy place. Yeah. Like someone before I went down there.
Sounds like some hillbilly
dude,
shit.
Someone messaged me and was like, "Dude, be careful down there. You might die." I was like,
in Springfield, Ohio.
Yeah. I was like, what?
Yeah, that sounds kind of wild. I've never heard of no Springfield, Ohio.
It was literally just like an angle.
That's funny as hell. Okay, so like, I guess when you actually, when it comes to powerlifting, right? Because you're not technically doing that anymore, right?
No.
Specifically powerlifting. What made you want to switch from powerlifting over to being going more to the weightlifting side?
I've always wanted to do it. Yeah. It was always in the back of my mind to do Olympic weightlifting. I remember seeing it back in 2005. Yeah. His name's Dmitry Klokov. Okay. He's a famous Russian weightlifter. Like my favorite weightlifter. Yeah. And watching him, the way he moved was it was awesome. Just seeing the movements in general, everyone's like always fascinated, but I was really fascinated with it. Like how the fuck are they snatching that much weight? Right. How are they clean and jerking that much weight? Yeah. I was always really fascinated with that. And then football was awesome because I got to I never learned how to do it because no one knew how to teach it at all. Right. So I wasn't motivated then because I didn't want to start. Like I was a nerd. I knew if I would start Olympic weightlifting then, I probably would develop bad motor pattern. Yeah. I didn't know what the word was, but then I was more like, I'll have bad form. I won't be able to, because when you do something with bad form for a long time, it's gonna be hard to break that habit. Sure. So when Jared opened this place up, he kind of gave me the opportunity to be able to weightlift. Yeah. I don't have, dude, this is literally the space I weightlift in. Yeah. I don't even know how many feet that is. Or
all the Instagram posts, I'm sure people who follow him on Instagram have seen it. Yeah. It's always at the edge of this.
Yeah, where I squat.
There's all this room.
It's literally, all my hard work's literally in like 5 feet of space.
Yeah. That's crazy, man.
So, not gonna lie, the reason why I pursued it though really is because I had the equipment finally. Yeah. That's when I was gonna start. When I was like, I told myself, I was like, whenever I can start getting in a gym and be able to train with bumpers and weightlifting bars and shit like that, I'm gonna start doing
specific stuff. Yeah. Especially in this room. I remember when Jared showed us, took us on a tour of this place. There's a lot of stuff I've never even seen. People would probably see these dumbbells on the side over here and think that they're just regular dumbbells, but they're very different than what you would actually see in a regular gym.
Best dumbbells in the world, man.
So that's awesome. So okay, you don't ever see yourself returning back to powerlifting at all? You think?
I probably will do it again, but right now, no. Yeah. I could do a meet. Yeah. Like I did the meet in December, and I didn't even train for it.
Right.
I was doing just strictly weightlifting.
Yeah.
And I just did it.
Yeah.
Like that, yeah.
Okay.
But I probably won't like strictly compete in it, try to get to a high level now.
Right, for sure.
Nah.
All right, so a little bit more back into the high school days. Like, as far as like sports and stuff, I know we played track together, ran track together, whatever. You ran, I did shot put and all that stuff. And football, of course,
He played track.
You know, but like, what was your experience? Do you think that you doing like football and track, do you think that has kind of helped you out now to like do stuff, or like help you out in the beginning of doing like weightlifting and powerlifting? Do you think that kind of helped out?
I think I found my work ethic in powerlifting for sure.
Yeah.
I didn't really find it playing football. I didn't really find it playing track or running track because I wasn't passionate about those sports.
Yeah.
I thought I was about football. I did train hard.
Mm-hmm.
I did work hard for football, but I kind of lost it because I found a barbell. It sounds stupid and corny,
I found
but
a barbell.
it's true, man. Like,
That's the best response to anything ever.
it's true though, dude. Like, I don't
I like that.
I'm driven differently,
Yeah.
dude. Like, I don't care how hard it's gonna be. I don't care about how bad the session's gonna be. I don't care how tired I am. I'm gonna get through the session. I don't care. I mean, yeah, I'm gonna be upset if I can't move as much weight as I was the other day.
Yeah.
Duh. Like, everyone's gonna get mad about that. It's gonna play for your head. But if you're in the game long enough, you start to understand that fatigue's normal. All that shit. I don't want to get into that, but that's like an hour-long conversation. But
I mean, because I remember one thing from playing sports with you is that you were fast as hell. Fast.
Yeah.
It's a good combination when you're fast and you're like a strong runner too. So like in football, like you'd be fast, but then if people try to tackle you,
I was
pushing a lot of weight into them.
Yeah, I agree. I didn't have that top end speed. Like I wasn't like Austin Bauer. He has good top end speed. Yeah, shout out to Austin.
I gotta get him on this interview.
Yeah, he's good looking. He looks good with his shirt off. Yeah, I was elusive though. I could get out of any I could.
Yeah, you're fast. I mean, that's another thing too. Like, I mean, now since it's more obviously you're in the gym and stuff. Do you ever kind of still work on speed sometimes? Like actually like 40-yard dashes or something like that. Have you ever done that? Has it been a while?
It's been a long time.
Do you think you could really hit that speed? Like
I think I could hit a 4.6, 4.5 now. Yeah, my squat's off the roof now, and I'm leaner than what I used to be. And and I'm more coordinated. I think my strides were like 1 inch, so like it was like I didn't have a stride when I ran. Like if anyone ever saw me sprint, you thought I was a dumbass. Like my legs were fast as shit, but I could not pick my damn legs up.
Yeah.
You know, that's my biggest downfall for track is
What made you do track mainly? I mean, because I feel like track is one of those sports, at least to me, where it's like a lot of the people who are just super fast would run it or would run track, whatever the hell. I'm gonna say play track. And then of course football. Like, when people see you, like, all right, this dude's big as hell. Like,
you should play football.
He should be the running back. Like, he should be like a linebacker even. Like, Like, what made you stick with like track mainly throughout? Was it like 4 years you did track, like freshman to senior year? Because I know I stopped playing in like my junior year.
I did it twice. I did my freshman year, got top sprinter. Yeah. And then second year, sophomore year, pulled both my hamstrings.
Oh yeah, I think I remember.
Because I was too quad dominant. Pulled both of them. That's why I quit doing track.
Yeah, I remember.
Everyone's like, oh yeah!
Like, dude.
I pulled both of them, dude. I think it was at the same time. Not 100% sure. Oh, shit. But I pulled both of them.
Yeah, I remember.
And
that was pretty tragic.
It hurt.
Yeah. It hurt.
It hurt.
I can imagine, man. Damn. I mean, okay, with football then, I mean, besides of course finding a door.
But the reason why I picked track over football is because it's just cooler.
Yeah, no way. You really thought track was cooler than football?
Fuck yeah, dude. There's nothing more impressive than someone running a 4-minute mile. Insanely impressive. Yeah. And I love seeing Jordan Gator. I don't know if anyone remembers Jordan Gator.
Yeah, I remember.
That dude could run a 10.4, 10.6, 100. Impressive as fuck. Like, I love seeing that shit. I'm more impressed with that than football.
Really? You were like, you didn't want to like hurt people in football? That's the only reason I like football, because you get hurt.
No, I don't care about that.
Really? Yeah, I like football because you could just tackle somebody. And
I didn't like the concept of
course, concussions, there's that.
I didn't like wearing pads in super hot weather.
Really?
That shit's boring.
Boring.
It's boring.
I don't know,
Dude,
man.
I don't want to wear fucking.
Yeah, I don't think. I mean, I love Angola. When we were in school, we didn't have a good football team or a track team, so you know.
I did. Another reason why I ran track is because of the people too. Like,
Yeah.
I love being with you. I love being with Kurt Teller. I love being with
shout out Kurt.
Derek Cameron. Fucking
I
dude.
forgot Derek.
Jake Dunlap.
Jake Dunlap.
Classic.
Yeah, there was a lot of people.
Dude, everyone.
I don't know about the coaches, but yeah, it was pretty cool.
Yeah, Brand Stout. Shout out to Brand Stout.
Oh yeah, Brandon. Yeah, wait, yeah. There's a lot of.
Erica Reinhart. Gotta say Erica Reinhart, stud.
There's a lot of cool people during that time.
Yep.
All right, so okay. Besides like the sports stuff with it, I think I particularly remember when you first came to Angola. It was definitely 8th grade, I think. Sixth grade? Oh,
Yeah,
sixth
middle.
grade. Yeah.
The middle.
And the funniest thing about Harley, right, is that 6th grade we were all like little girls, right? And then Harley comes in. He has the deepest voice that anybody had ever heard.
Really?
Do you not remember that? Literally, everybody was like, "Yo, who is this dude? This dude sounds like a man." It was the funniest thing in the world.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it was
What?
like everybody was like, "Yo, this dude has a super deep voice," and everybody was like obsessed with that for some reason.
Dude,
I don't know, that's kinda
what?
funny. But when you first moved to Angola, or like moved, to go to Angola middle school, like, I mean, what was that? Not to say what was that process, but was it weird, like moving into that new area with new people who probably. Obviously, it's like when you move into a new place, like when you move to South Carolina, it's good that you have, the James Tatum that you already know and stuff like that. But like you're gonna have to meet a whole bunch of different new people and stuff. And I'm sure back then you weren't as like an impressionable social person than you are now.
Yeah, way different.
So I mean, how was that? And not even just in school, but even when you participated in meets and then went to all these different. When you actually started to come here and stuff, like how was your social stuff in each of those different places, specifically school starting first?
Okay. When I got there I moved like from Carroll Middle School to East Side.
Went to East Side.
God, I'd jump off a bridge, like F that school.
Yeah, East Side.
Sorry, Jared and Dawn. They graduated from there.
Oh, from East Side?
Yeah, and I think they might agree.
Yeah.
But, then I moved to Angola.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I mean, same old,
Yeah.
man. You're a new kid on the block.
Right.
I
mean, Angola is definitely better than Butler, I think.
Dude, for sure.
Yeah, Butler's there's a lot of racist folk.
Yeah, when I got there,
fuck with the racist folk.
Yeah, dude. When I got there, I feel like everyone was wanting to fight me. When I got to Angola, everyone wanted to like hug me.
Because that's the deep voice. People was like, "Yo, this dude has the deepest voice in 6th grade. We ain't messing with him."
Yeah.
Like that's just funny to me. Okay, so you went to Carroll. I think I remember that. Like, I mean, Fort Wayne is such a, is of course the second biggest city in Indiana. So like, how was your, I guess, life there? I mean, was it a lot different, what it is from here in Angola?
Not really. I mean, I had a lot of friends there. I didn't really. I mean,
yeah.
Nah, it was the same.
Anybody that you still talk to now that live out in Fort Wayne or that you grew up with in Fort Wayne?
Jacob Holst.
Oh yeah.
He used to go to Carroll.
There.
He's the only one. I know there's a lot of people that know me. I don't really talk to them anymore.
Yeah.
I don't know.
People probably see now, they'd be like, damn, okay, this dude out here really working out and doing crazy shit. Like,
yeah, I know they're watching me though.
Yeah.
I know they're watching, but they're not saying
they
nothing.
see you, though, this like, yo, that's either Kratos or Call of Duty. Yo, for real, like Kratos, yeah, you should like do that for Halloween.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Keep that beard. You gonna keep that? How long are you gonna keep that beard? That's the real question.
Depends. I don't know. I have to. If I get a job, they have to tell me to shave my beard.
Oh man, I don't want to see that.
Yeah, no,
don't even post on Facebook when that happens.
Yeah, I won't.
I don't want to see that. Do you want to see that? The guy behind the camera that no one's seeing?
He does want to see that.
Oh man.
He wants to see me. He wants to see me with my shirt off too. Why? And my socks off.
Okay, so the meets then. So when your very first meet, that was in Springfield, right?
Mm-hmm.
Did you train for that? What was the mentality going into that? 'Cause I'm sure that is like a
this is how I did my first powerlifting meet. I had the mindset of I want to be the best. Mm-hmm. My first powerlifting meet, I want people to literally shit their pants when I compete. Like to be like, all right, who the hell is this kid?
I like that.
But my uncle James Ferrier, he told me, he's like, just sign up, man, just get some experience in. Mm-hmm. And he was right. Yeah. Because I've heard this a million times already from everyone that's mentored me for competing. They all said just get in there, get some experience. And he was the first guy to say it, and did it. And I actually was surprised that I did as well as I did. Like I started it in March, my prep, and all the way till June. So it's like what, 3 months?
Yeah.
It's 3 months. 3 months, dude. I went from like a 500 raw squat, hitting depth, to 600 in like 3 months.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck? It was all from. I squatted heavy once a week too. I don't know, but yeah, it was crazy.
That's crazy, man. I mean, like, was there a nerve? Were you pretty like nervous about it?
The meet?
Yeah, like,
of course.
Like
I always
beforehand.
Every sporting event I've ever done, I was always nervous.
For some reason, I can't see you getting nervous.
Yeah, I remember dude. This guy said that someone told STEFON once that I cried, and STEFON was like, "What? Harley has emotion." He said that.
That's true, because I mean, I really can't see you. At least now, I can't see you getting nervous.
It's probably the beard.
When I see the beard, like, come on, man, who's gonna have tears in his beard? Like,
I get nervous all the time, man. Like before a PR, you see on Instagram, dude. Like I'm nervous before I do it, you know.
Right.
Because I want to succeed, I want to do good, you know. I don't want to, not do it.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, when it comes to the social part, like, have you met a lot of interesting people there that you can network with and you can train
in South Carolina?
Well, you just at any of the meets that you've been to around here.
Izzy. I'm friends with him. He was the guy I first met at my first powerlifting meet. Okay. Strong as shit, dude. The guy's strong.
Yeah.
And we still talk day to day. Not day to day, but daily. Not daily either. But but at least monthly.
Right. Yeah. That's cool. Okay. Like, I don't know if this was true, but like, were you one of the younger people in like doing these meets too during that time? Because I know a lot of people are usually older, like in the.
I was a junior.
Junior. So like, age range wise, have you been the youngest at most of these meets, or is it kind of getting? Obviously, there's probably some younger kids that are trying to get up into this too now, but when you first started,
my first weightlifting meet, I think my first powerlifting meet, I was the youngest one there.
Yeah.
I've never lost a powerlifting meet or a weightlifting meet, never, which is a good thing, I guess. But I went to all the events and I wasn't the one that lifted the most weight, except for the one in Columbus, but I bombed out.
Yeah.
That was last year. I bombed out because I couldn't hit a deadlift. So, but I squatted the most. I didn't bench the most, but I would have deadlifted the most.
Yeah.
But I didn't get it. So who gives a shit?
So okay, with school, right? Like specifically when you were in school, because when we were all in high school, man, that shit was just terrible. I hated the classes, most of them, and just like my grades weren't always the greatest and stuff. But like when you were in school, like did you already kind of know that in your mind, like I don't really care too much about the school shit. I just want to get straight into my career of doing weightlifting, powerlifting.
Yep,
for sure.
It was the most. I hated it. I mean, there's nothing. I had no joy in it. I had nothing to strive for because there was nothing that I was interested in at high school. Like nothing. The thing I wanted to do is go to school. Dude, the only fucking reason I went to school is so I could go lift after school.
Right.
So.
And free lifting too, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Absolutely.
And play Halo.
So. Yeah. I mean, were you ever? Besides weightlifting and powerlifting, were you ever interested in anything else? Was there anything else you could see yourself?
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, nice. Aaron Pufall. Shout out to Aaron Pufall.
Shout out to
best
Aaron.
friend ever. Best Halo player on the planet. And people hear that like, it's a video game. No, it's not just a video game.
Oh, no, the esports. Look at esports.
Yeah, it's esports.
Man. That stuff is huge.
I'm telling you right now, Aaron Pufall is the best Halo player I've ever seen. He has raw talent.
Oh, yeah.
That guy is I'm not gonna say it, but I am gonna say it. He's a god. So if there's such thing as a demigod, he's one for Halo because he doesn't even have to play, and he's still better than people that play all day that are insanely good. I got really good at that game. I wanted to go pro.
Yeah,
I really did because I thought I could. But
yeah, I remember you was playing the games pretty.
I got really good. I was never as good as Aaron ever. I wasn't talented like him. He's just talented.
Yeah.
And then
those games, man.
I got good though.
Yeah, I mean, so that was something you're interested in, like kind of getting into.
Yeah, Halo for sure. So. Yeah, video games for sure was interesting for me.
I think back in that time though, when esports was pretty. They had the MLG, which was pretty popular.
Yeah, that was.
But I think esports now, like you're seeing it in college. Like Trine, for instance, does esports.
Yeah,
they
exactly.
Play Halo. I think they're just now getting into like Fortnite. I heard.
Wow, what a horrible game.
You don't like Fortnite?
Used to.
And
now it's gay.
Fortnite's alright. It's not bad, but
it used to be cool, but now it's like too nerdy for me.
Really?
Yeah, it's too much shit in there.
Yeah, yeah, there's a lot of stuff.
It's like, dude, you literally can't do anything.
Yeah, just run around and
Run around with your dick hanging out.
run around and get hit by a rocket launcher out of nowhere.
Yeah, that's a fucking great game.
But nah, like back in that day though, like Halo, I don't think esports and all that kind of stuff was so.
Did it exist back then?
It wasn't really. I don't think to the magnitude that it is now. No, but like I don't think it was as easy to make money that way, off of that.
Oh, like
you'd have to
like Twitch streaming and shit.
Yeah,
like that.
exactly. Yeah, Twitch was definitely not around.
Dude, you could literally like. You could live like a fucking champion. On Twitch.
Exactly, and just I'm not sure. Does Aaron have like a Twitch?
He's going to when Halo Infinite comes out.
Yeah,
he's gonna start it all over again. Yeah, that motherfucker better.
He's got to get one. I got to get him on here too. I know he has his business too that he has.
Yeah, yep.
Poof's
Cleaning.
Yeah, Poof's Cleaning. Shout out to him.
Hell yeah.
In that business, but like, yeah, if he definitely should do some Twitch stuff. I mean, he could definitely get a lot of views.
Yeah, he's entertaining.
Just shooting.
He needs me in it though. He needs me. He needs me in his background because I watch him play all day. Like you can ask anyone, or you can ask Aaron. Like I will just literally go to his house and just watch him play video games.
Yeah,
because he's good at them.
Yeah, man, that's what's up. Okay, so now more on like your workout regimen and stuff. Like, what is like I guess the formula to be Harley Burke? Like, what kind of workouts do you do? Whether it's when you're training for a meet or just whenever you're just in here. Like, what is like the workout regimen that you usually do on like a daily basis? Usually.
Consistency.
Consistency.
That can be a workout. That's a workout regimen. You gotta be consistent. If you're consistent,
Are you like consistent in like amount of weight, amount of sets?
Consistent and showing up to the gym.
Yeah.
You gotta be consistent. If you're not consistent, you're not gonna make progress.
Right.
It doesn't matter what you do. Training wise, I mean.
Yeah. What kind?
You gotta have a goal, and you gotta have.
But what stuff do you usually do to train and kind of get strong and?
Oh, like you mean like sets and reps?
Yeah. What kind of stuff do you usually do?
You want the goodies then?
For like on say like a Monday through Friday basis, like what is like your workout regimen that you usually do?
Well, it's always different.
Yeah.
Every 4 weeks, it's usually different. It's never this. I mean, like it's never the same. Right now, let me tell you what I'm doing right now. Mm-hmm. Okay, so what I'm doing right now is Monday is I actually kind of gotta think real quick. It's hip snatch.
Hip snatch.
Hip snatch is you just pick it up, deadlift it, and then you just do you kind of get the bar into the power position, and you just do like a dip and drive, and then you just keep the bar close and get under it.
Sounds confusing.
Yeah, weightlifting's confusing.
I don't think I've ever really done.
Powerlifting's way more. Deadlifts on Monday, squat and bench Wednesday. It's so much simpler. Weightlifting is like complex.
Yeah, there's a lot more. I think there's probably a lot more motion into it too. There's a lot more.
Yeah, it's all technique. If you don't have technique, I'm strong as shit, but there's people that can out snatch and clean jerk me that can't even like come close to my squat or deadlift.
Because of the motion.
It's just and they're stronger in the positions too, in my opinion. I think that's a thing too. Mm-hmm. I think they're just stronger in the positions than me because they're just used to it more. That's my opinion. It is what it is. It is the truth. Mm-hmm. But on Wednesday or Monday I'm doing hip snatch, clean deadlift, back squat. Started at 80%. This week did 82.5% of your 1RM. And then like it's for a 3x5 or whatever.
Yeah.
Just shit like that. And then some abdominal work. Okay. Tuesdays I do jerk practice. I do the power jerk. You see my jerk style. It's not like there's a thing called a split jerk. I used to do that, but I don't do that anymore because it's super technical. But I do power jerk, technique work and shit like that. And it's like a little bodybuilding session.
Right.
And then Wednesdays I do clean plus 3 front squat plus 3 push press. It's a complex. Mm-hmm. Helps build muscle in the sport specifically. Yeah. So weightlifting's muscle. Yeah. It's different than powerlifting muscle or bodybuilding muscle. Mm-hmm. You just get stronger in the movements.
Right, absolutely.
In one, I don't know. It's kind of hard to explain. But and then clean and jerk. I do like 3 cleans plus 2 jerk, which can be fucking brutal. Like 3 cleans and 3 clean jerks can be brutal as shit. That shit sucks. Like in continuous order.
Right, yeah.
And then today I'm doing a 10-minute EMOM on snatch.
Yes. Explain the EMOM, because I've heard it from you, and then I've heard it from Brandon Spalding. Shout out to him. He lives in St. Louis now. So yeah, tell me a little bit more about the EMOMs then.
EMOM stands for every minute on the minute. There's all kinds of damn things. There's all kinds of sayings. So what you do is, say it's a 10-minute EMOM. So you do a snatch. That's what I'm doing, a snatch EMOM for 10 minutes straight. You do a snatch every minute for 10 minutes. So right when the clock's...
There's like no rest either?
The only rest you have is a minute. So you get a minute rest after you do a snatch. So you do a snatch a minute later. That's easy, man.
It's kind of like it almost sounds like not like a HIIT workout, but like you're really continuously moving and like within that.
Yeah, it's really good to get good technique for sure. Yeah. You really get warmed up for sure. Yeah. It's a good thing to do before you max out. I mean, maybe not a 10-minute EMOM, but like definitely like a 5-minute. Yeah. But yeah, it definitely benefits you. Now, when people say this specific thing is the best thing for you and this is exactly what you need to do, then go fuck yourself. There's nothing like that. Yeah. Variety is key. Yeah. Variety is always key. Yeah. The more you have, you need to progress off of it too. You can't just have random, like CrossFit. CrossFit's random. They don't have specialized programs. I'm not saying all CrossFit boxes are like that, but most CrossFit boxes are like that. They don't have specific training programs. They just do random shit, WODs of the day, workouts of the day. They don't do, repeated stuff, which is how you progress. You need to be able to repeat something to progress off of it. Yeah.
Sure. Absolutely.
So yeah.
Cool. I like that. So it's a pretty complex workout regimen for a week and stuff like that. Yeah. So with training and stuff, like before we even get into training, like this gym, Jimmy Jacked, has been in Angola for about like a couple months, like 3 months. It was here like even more than
it's been here
for like 6 months maybe.
It's been
probably not fully a year, but April last year.
Yeah.
Yeah. So about a year then, because it's April now.
I'd say at least May.
Yeah, cool. So I mean, like when it came, like how did you meet Jared, and how did you get the opportunity to actually like start training in here and working out in here daily, basically?
Yeah, I was lifting at the gym. I was front squatting, and I saw Jared. I thought he was Ed Cohn at first. Ed Cohn's like a really short powerlifter. Yeah, best ever.
Did you meet him here at Club Fitness?
No, I met at the Y.
Okay.
So I was training at the Y, and he was doing multi-angular training for squat. Now I know what he was doing now. It's kind of funny. I think that's what he was doing. I remember him on leg press. I don't entirely remember. But yeah, I was front squatting, and he came up to me. He's like, yeah, it's a relief that seeing someone actually hit depth in the gym. When he told me that, I was just like, no shit, bro. Like, I was like, who the fuck do you think I am? Yeah, I was like, you don't know who I am, bro. I had like this ego, yeah, he humbled me for sure. Yeah. I wasn't, in my brain he humbled me. I wasn't outgoingly. I didn't
say it out there publicly.
Out loud, but in my head I was really, really
humbled. Who the fuck is this guy?
I was like, motherfucker has no idea who I am.
That's kind of funny.
But yeah, man, that's it. And then one day he asked me like how long I trained, because he asked me when I got there. I told him like 8 o'clock. Yeah. And it was like 12.
Really?
He was like, how long do you work out? From 8 to 1 or 8 to 12 or whatever.
Jeez.
And he was like, okay, why don't you do 2-a-days or whatever? And I was like, I can't. I can't do that because I had to work and but whatever. And we ended up doing this arm workout, multi-angular training for biceps.
That same day?
Not the same day, but
another day.
Maybe a couple weeks later. Not 100% sure, can't remember. Best arm pump I've ever had in my life. Yeah. Yeah, dude, it was crazy.
Yeah, and that was his workout that he had.
Yeah, it was his own made up program. And my biceps were never as sore as they were. I'm like, it's insane. And they
That's
grew.
Pretty cool. I mean, how did he? How did the conversation come up about
the gym?
Talking about bringing in the Jimmy Jacked into here, and like how did if you know the question or the answer to that, like how did they even get Jimmy Jacked to be inside of this room too? Like
I don't know about that, but I do know. I remember Jared coming up to me and asking me, like, he's like, I might open up a gym. I don't know. He likes just saying it, and then he asked me like what type of equipment there should be. I'm not gonna fucking lie, bro. Almost everything in this gym is what I said.
Really.
I didn't say that Watson dumbbells. I didn't know what those were.
Yeah.
reverse hypers right here. You guys can't see it. There's powerlifting plates right here. Power rack, Ohio power bars, weightlifting bars, deadlift bar. There's like literally everything here. You could literally live here if you wanted to.
Yeah. Look at a bed here.
But yeah, and then fuck, dude, like maybe 2 months later, he's like, I'm gonna open up a gym in May or April. Wow. And like a week out from my powerlifting meet, man, he invited me here so I could test out the shit. And I did my opener mock meet here.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, like maybe 3 weeks before it opened. Yeah, man, I get to test it all out before.
That's pretty cool.
Anyone trained
I mean, at that point, did you kind of like realize like who he was and what kind of like stuff he's done before? Like,
yeah, I knew he was legit. I knew he was legit after the first time I talked to him. Though I knew he was intelligent as shit. Yeah. You know, I could just tell because I wanted to be around people like that. I kind of was shitting my pants too at the same time because I've never been around someone like he was more intelligent than me, but like he was on like 10 times more intelligent than me. Yeah. I never met anyone that was like that was smarter than me about shit. Like it went from me being the smartest person to him literally like being like a savant. Like it's just like here's me and here's him.
Yeah,
I can't even fully explain
like all the stuff that he was talking about when it comes to weightlifting, powerlifting.
Like people don't understand who he was. Like he's just in Angle, Indiana. He's not a big deal, dude. That guy knows everything. Yeah. It's literally insane. Like I tell him, like, dude, why is my knees cracking? You have low zinc. What? That's not the only case. Yeah. But he was just saying that specifically for me. Yeah. And I would have never thought that, you know.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
If someone told me I had low zinc, I would be like, bro, I'm leaving.
I'm like, bro,
what?
Squat more.
That's crazy.
Squat more.
Yeah. That's pretty cool, man. So I mean, when did it actually come to when you could actually start training people? Did you start training people right off the bat once you actually got in here, or did it take a little bit of time?
I didn't even know if I was going to do that or not. He wanted me to intern under him. Okay. I interned under him for like 3 months, really. Yeah. I helped him run his classes. I watched him run his classes. I learned from him. I learned his methodology and what he did and what he brought to the table with his type of training. Right. Insanely impressive. Yeah. Insanely intelligent. Yeah. No one's doing what we do. Yeah. You know.
That's awesome. That's pretty cool. I mean, so when you actually do train people, like what is because I remember you said that you train people, but you never train with people. I remember you said that. Yes. So like when you actually train people, what is the process with that? What is like a kind of a small little piece of how you train people? Like what do you usually do with those people?
I always ask them what their goals are. Yeah. Like, hey, what do you want? What's your goal? You know, I have a guy named Josh Grange. He wants to be a powerlifter, and you know what?
Come in the frame real quick.
Come here.
He's behind
here, you handsome human.
So go right in the middle here. Sit right there real quick.
This guy wants to do powerlifting. What am I going to do? Oh, I'm going to put him through a bodybuilding cycle and make him do bodybuilding? No, I'm going to make him do powerlifting. You know? There's people with different specific goals. Yeah. You know?
So, okay, how did you train with him? Or train him?
How did I train Josh? Yeah. You may know how I met him too, and I just get that.
All that.
I think Josh was running a treadmill, and he came back here because he saw us walking back here. Yeah. And he was like, "What the fuck?" He's like, "What the fuck?" And then I saw him back here, and I was like, "What's up, bro?" And of course, Harley Burke signature greeting.
Yeah. What's up, bro?
What's up, bro? And Jared was back there on his laptop being gay. And I was like, what's up, man? What are you doing, man? He's like, oh, man, I've never been back here before. Oh, have you been back here?
No, I was just running on the treadmill. I saw you guys kind of walk back here. Yep. And you guys both seemed like you kind of knew you were like really comfortable in a gym. It seemed like you guys really knew what the fuck you were doing. Mm. And I honestly was like, you guys are both pretty big. And I was like, they must be strong. I had no idea.
He literally was like, he was mind blown, dude. Yeah. And we talked for like, I think an hour back there. Yeah. And then Jared ended up saying that Harley should train, or I don't remember if he said I should train Josh or, Josh, you should have Harley train you or something like that. I don't remember that, but all I know is I put them through the CSI course.
Yeah.
I always do that for all my guys.
CSI, what's that?
CSI means correcting structural imbalances.
Correcting.
We put everyone through that evaluation before we put them into whatever they want to do. So if they want to do group training, we make them do the group training. If they want to do one-on-one coaching, I always let them, take the wheel and say, hey, what do you want to do, man? Like, what's your main goal? You want to get stronger? You want to get bigger? You want to get leaner? There's all kinds of things. And sometimes I usually, put my foot down and make them do something they don't want to do. Like this guy.
That's what you got to do.
Like, dude, he wants to get lean as shit, but he wants to get stronger. Yeah. But you can't get insanely lean and get a lot stronger. Like, it'll take a lot. You can do that, but it takes a lot longer to get stronger.
Right. Yeah.
In powerlifting for sure. But he's 5'9" and he should weigh more. He weighed 140 when he started.
Yeah.
He weighed 140.
140.
And his squat max was like 210.
Yeah.
And now it's 315 and he weighs 160.
Yeah.
And
there you go.
Bench was like 190, now it's almost 240. And his deadlift went from like 275 to 350.
I couldn't even hit 275.
Really?
Yeah, I think it was 250 or 260 was my first.
Yeah, that's right. So yeah, that's my point. Like, he just got a lot stronger.
Exactly. Especially from the training of Mr. Harley Burke here.
Yeah.
I don't know. Well, I mean, for you then, we got two interviewees on here. But like how was your experience like getting trained by Harley? Like what was your experience? Were you kind of nervous? Of course, this guy looks strong, but then you're like, damn, I had no idea. Like what was your experience like that?
I was when I met Harley, I was really excited. I came back in here, and when I was really young, I had been around a couple powerlifters. They were just like football team,
right? Yeah.
And I knew a couple of the guys had like 400-pound benches. They're pretty strong guys.
Yeah.
But they didn't do squat or deadlifts. Well, they did deadlifts, but they didn't squat heavy. Yeah, they're kind of weak in the squat. Anyway,
they're gonna watch this and be like, Josh.
Josh.
That's why I didn't say their names. But anyway, so when I got back here, I thought I knew a little bit about lifting weights because when I was younger, I had kind of taken it up.
Right.
I didn't think that you could put 50 pounds or even 20 pounds on your bench in a couple of months, or squat or bench.
Right.
I mean, it's crazy how fast you progress when you train with Harley.
Is that what you said? Probably the best part of it, that you would progress faster and progress like precisely too. You know what I mean? Like you hit the right spots every single time when it was time.
The regimen is just flawless. It just works. It just does. It's almost religious that you are going to get gains as long as you're consistent. I know. I've been training with Harley for almost 6 months now, and I missed 1 whole month. And then my next month coming in, I was kind of spotty because I was, had some difficult life circumstances. Yeah. So I wasn't able to be in the gym as much as I wanted to. But other than that, I would say that was my fault because I wasn't consistent. But other than that, I always saw gains. I mean, religiously. What was it? My squat, I think, went up 90 pounds in 2 months.
Yeah, I was insane.
90 freaking pounds.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy. It really was.
That's awesome, man. And that that kind of brings, of course, like what you were saying, consistency, like to really start growing and seeing the progress that you want to see. So
yeah, that's how you get strong, man. Like people look at me and they're like, "How the hell is he that strong? Drugs or whatever?"
Right.
And it's like, no. Like I literally, if anyone that fucking knows me from high school knows I was lifting fucking weights for a long time. They all are like, "Yeah, it's Harley." Like when they see I know damn well when people see me PR, they're like, "Well, that's Harley."
Right.
That's just how it is, which is cool, man. I don't give a shit.
Exactly. You know what I mean? And people, whenever they see a real strong dude, they're like, "Oh, that dude's on steroids," or "That dude's on whatever." But it's like, if you're really in the gym consistently, and I think people know that you're in the gym every damn day, and like, how you said when you first met Jared, like 8 to 12. When I think about that time of training, that's like a long time. I don't think I can ever see myself in the gym.
I can sit, like, dude, like today.
I'm in the gym for at least 2 hours tops.
Like, dude, I'm going to train from here. Like, I probably start training around 1. I'll probably train until like 3:30. Well, I can't train that long today because I got class. But, dude, my longest training sessions when I was powerlifting. When I did SBD days, which are squat, bench, deadlift days.
Oh man.
Guess how long it'd be?
Like 5 hours, 6 hours. 6
7.
hours. 7
on average.
7 hours.
7-hour days.
Damn.
I would have to do. Don't train like that, by the way.
That sounds.
It's a lot.
It sounds like it hurts.
It's well, people will be like, well, Harley did that. I should do that. No, I don't do that. I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of stupid, but I did it and I got stronger. So
yeah, damn man, well, that's what's up. Well, Josh, before you leave the frame here, any last reviews on Harley's training that you wanna give him, or you should tell the audience?
It was paramount for me.
I like this dude's words, man. Religious, paramount.
Game of Thrones. We've been watching a lot of Game of Thrones.
We have been.
Well, you heard it here, man.
No, he's probably become one of my best friends.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
He actually moved in with me, and we lived together, and taught me pretty much everything I know about nutrition, other than what Jared Olson did.
Yeah.
And yeah, man, it's just been an awesome. It's been an awesome time just getting to know Harley and train with him. Not always been easy, been difficult. It's been really difficult.
Yeah.
But to be honest, man, I am forever changed by what he's taught me.
That's great, man. Well, welcome, Josh. Thank you for being on Stefon's Vlogs. All right, so nutrition. That's a good question too. So, when it comes to nutrition and like all the stuff that you're eating and everything, like I guess how do you usually handle that? I think I don't really remember, but I think in high school you had even a pretty strict kind of regimen too for nutrition. I felt like maybe I'm wrong, but like what is your regimen now for nutrition? Like actually eating food and stuff. Like what's
best question probably ever, because we have a lot of people that don't know how to eat.
Yeah, that's my hardest thing. Like I can live. I'm obviously not lifting over as much as this fucking dude over here, but like I can live decent enough, and like by eating though is the biggest fucking problem.
The most simplest way I can put it is, and it's in this order. Yeah. Always have your food in this order too. Eat it in this order too. Okay. Meat. I mean, I'm telling you, fucking meat. Motherfucking meat.
Yeah.
If you're a vegan, why? Vegetables. Fruit. That's it.
Meat, vegetables, fruit.
If you fucking eat like that,
good. Like daily type deal?
Yeah. Well, daily. I gotta get complex in some other areas, but this is what I do. This is usually how I eat every day. Mm-hmm. Meat, nuts, vegetables in the morning, right when I wake up. Protein shake too, if I want more protein, if I'm thirsty or whatever. Yeah. Which I am. So guess what? Always protein shake. More protons, more gons. More gons. But yeah, and then before I train, I mean, it just depends whenever I train usually. I'm not consistent with the time I train because I coach people, which is not a big deal at all. Yeah. But always save your carbohydrates after training.
I've heard that before too.
Always. I'm telling you, always do that. If you're trying, especially if you're trying to get leaner, it's super important. Yeah. If you're already lean, Jared Olson taught me if you have a subscap. Yeah. Subscap. Turn your back.
Subscap.
Right here.
Yeah.
Actually, yours is not bad. If it's below,
shit, man.
you can tolerate carbs, bro. If your subscap is 10 millimeters or below, you can tolerate carbs. So you can eat carbs whenever the fuck you want, really. I mean, I wouldn't eat them whenever you want, but you can eat them. You can eat them way more often than someone that has a subscap of fucking 5,000 millimeters.
That's crazy. I mean, because the nutrition part is so hard, man. Like, I feel like that's something that
it's
that
easy.
Really, that's the hardest part for people, really, honestly.
It's really easy if you just simplify it like that, like meat, vegetables, fruit. Meat, nuts, high fat in the morning helps fuel the brain. Dude, I'm telling you, man, you feel really, really good. Yeah. Yeah. That works really well for Caucasians. So I'm not 100% sure for all the other races, but
and that stuff is true. There's certain things for other races that work different.
Like African American, closer to the equator, right?
Yeah. Closer to the equator. I don't want to seem stupid, so I don't know. Let's just cut that part out. no, yeah, I think
Yes.
there's definitely
Yes.
there's definitely different different like I guess ways of doing it. I mean, when it comes to nutrition, what is one thing that you would suggest people not to do? Not for nutrition, yeah, specifically for nutrition. Like, what is one food, like group of food that you would say for people not to eat?
Ingredients wise, stay away from high fructose corn syrup, cornstarch, glutamates. Which glutamates, it's kind of a gnarly topic to get into. Artificial sugars are bullshit too. The colors, like red 40 million or whatever the fuck they're called, red 41 or like some like the stupid shit. The chemical, those are chemicals, by the way. You want to stay away from that shit.
And it's crazy because high fructose corn syrup, I feel like that's in a lot of different.
It's like in everything, bro. You can't even walk outside of high fructose corn syrup.
Yeah. It's just laying on the ground.
It's like, fuck, bro.
That's crazy. I mean, like, have you always had like a pretty strict like diet?
Dude, hell no, man. Dude,
No?
hell no, dude.
Yeah.
I used to eat pizza every day.
Yeah.
Dude, yeah.
Damn.
I used to get a DiGiorno pizza, wake up like, got trained 4 hours. Pizza. Fucking pizza.
Yeah. No. Yeah. That.
If you want to get leaner, yeah, you need to really take your diet seriously. People, when you tell them, the thing I hate it when I tell people like the advice I hate dealing with people with nutrition anyways, because you tell them it and they just don't believe it. Yeah. It's just how it is. They just don't believe it. It's like, there's no way. It's true.
For sure. I mean, there's different ways. I remember one person who I did a commercial for, Life Solutions Fitness, shout out to them. They had like a little kind of seminar thing, kind of running down just the different foods that people shouldn't be eating. And
like what?
They had like the foods that people need to cut out: bacon, hot dogs. And this is different. This is not like weightlifting. I think this is just more of just like a kind of almost like a general fitness for like for people to lose weight and this that and the third. But they said like hot dogs, bacon, of course, like the fat stuff like donuts and kind of stuff like that.
Oh yeah, bullshit like that. Gluten, stay away please stay away from gluten. Be gluten free. Everyone should be gluten free.
Yeah.
Everyone.
Yeah.
You gluten free?
I've eaten some gluten-free chicken and stuff like that before.
Gluten-free chicken? They have gluten-free chicken?
I didn't know that.
It was like some chicken nuggets and it said gluten-free.
Oh, that. Okay.
That makes sense.
Gluten-free chicken.
Not like gluten-free chicken, like chicken, but like gluten-free chicken nuggets. That's what I had before.
Please stay away from those. But
yeah,
bacon's not a bad thing at all, especially if it's grass-fed. If it's grass-fed, you can eat all the meat you fucking want, dude.
Yeah.
Grass-fed beef, omega-6 or shit, omega-3, high in omega-3. That's good.
Yeah.
All the other meats that aren't grass-fed, they're really high in omega-6. Vegetable oil. Yeah. Vegetable oil, really, it's trans fat. That's what it is. And a lot of people can't lose weight, and they're wondering why, and it's because of that. They can eat clean as shit, but they have all that omega-6 in their diet. They just can't get rid of that trans fat. So bacon's fine. I mean, Jared used to train. I'll bring up this topic because it's really good, and I love it because I always bring it up because everyone always thinks bacon's bad for you. Yeah. Everyone always thinks high fat's bad for you, and it's fucking not. Like keto. Yeah. It's a good diet. Just get some carbs in there, buddy. You know? Jared used to train a guy and he'd take an MRT test. What it does is I don't know exactly how you take the test. I think you might have to piss in a box. Shit in a box maybe. Kinky. But
something at the doctor's.
Yeah, dude, I'd do it. Especially if someone's looking at me. But that's what you do. You take it to a hospital, and they test you for your food sensitivities. And they give you a chart that has green, yellow, and red. The green is what you can eat. The yellow and red, those are the foods that you are sensitive to and you should stay away from. So, for example, this guy came back with green, positive for bacon. And all he fucking ate was bacon, and he got shredded.
That's kind of.
He got I don't know. I know it was low, like 3% or 4% body fat. He got fucking shredded. Wow. His intake of meat was bacon because he responded so well to it.
That's kind of crazy. I mean, that's a very interesting test. I've never heard of anything like that.
Yeah,
I think that's kind of cool. Like, I think more people should know about that because I think that is kind of like for to kind of see a list of things that you can eat, and the things that you should probably stay away from or lessen, you know, like that.
Yeah, like dude, like bro,
very important.
I could be sensitive to chicken and I have no idea. You know?
Right.
I could be sensitive to fucking beef. You know, like
all those different
anything. I'd kill myself.
I imagine that I'm sure that may cost a little bit of money to do it.
Oh, the MRT?
Yeah.
$500, I think. Which it's worth it because then you know the rest of your
Right, exactly. And I think it's worth taking. $500 ain't as much as you would expect for something like that.
Yeah.
I honestly think it would be more, damn near.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It might be. It might have changed. It might not have. I don't know.
Because I feel like that's like, that gives you like a cheat sheet, you know, a cheat code.
Exactly,
you should have.
You
but
just
at
have
the same
it,
time,
yeah.
it's like, you got to activate the cheat code.
Yep.
You got to do it. You have the buttons mapped out, but now you got to press them.
Yep.
Okay, well that's pretty cool. I mean, for that side, I think people should look that up. I'll probably link something in the comments below for that.
Hopefully we find it.
But hopefully. So okay, back on.
Always wanted to say that.
Brand. So your brand, right? One thing that people probably know right now is that they'll see you on Instagram, Facebook, doing your workouts, doing the meets. I've seen a lot of the meets recently on Instagram and Facebook and everything like that. Like, how have you tried to build a brand under the name Harley Burke? And what kind of brand are you trying to create, and what brand do you think you have right now?
You mean like what type of brand?
Like, so the brand, right? Like, you want to be an Olympic weightlifter.
Yep.
That's a huge title.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so as far as having a brand, for instance, like, you know, specifically like the bodybuilders, like when you look at guys like fucking, what's his name, man? I'm forgetting his name. He has the same name as the football player.
Odell Beckham?
No. What's the dude's name? You know, he was the quarterback for a while. No. Well, shit, like an Arnold Schwarzenegger or like a fucking, or like him, Lou Ferrigno, honestly. Or like, but like a brand like that, like you're building a brand, like when people see it, it's like, oh, this is Harley Burke. This is the Olympic weightlifter. You know what I mean? Like, this is what he's training for, like social media, like the social media brand. Because people see you posting all that kind of stuff. Like, do you want to build a brand under that? Like, especially not just when you get to be an Olympic weightlifter, but even right now, like, do you think you have a brand so far that you built up pretty precisely?
My main goal with Instagram was never really about branding myself.
Yeah.
It was never really about showboating myself either. I know I hate saying this shit because it's really, I don't like being motivational. I think that, me personally, I think that's fake.
You don't like being motivational?
In a different way.
Mm-hmm.
Because being motivational isn't fake. It's just the way people do it.
Yeah, in certain ways. I mean,
because if you write a fucking paragraph long post about what you did today and how you overcame it, that's fake as fuck. But if you just post a video of you PRing and you just saying, PR today, I'm getting better consistently, hopefully that motivates people. That's kind of my main point, is I like to motivate people.
So more of like better. Actions against words. Basically.
Yeah, like, hey, look at this. I'm consistently getting better. You can too. Mm-hmm. I shouldn't have to say it though.
Right.
They should know that.
Some people aren't like. Some people definitely have to see it, you know, to get motivated. Or some people even really just have to see it and hear it, both. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I do, like, a lot of people might get offended by that though. Me saying that, like, if they write, because they're probably like, I'm not fake. I'm just trying to help people, which that's true. I mean, they probably are, but there's a lot of people out there that really aren't. They're just trying to get attention from people, and they want them to think that their life's together, and they want them to think that, hey man, like,
right,
I'm always motivated. That's bullshit too. Motivation really doesn't even exist anyways. You gotta be driven. You have to be driven. If you're not driven in anything, you're never gonna be good at anything.
That is true. That is true. I mean, because for me, right, like, I'm a very motivated person. And I get up and do, like, my whole life, fucking in the past, like, 5 years has been film and only been that. Like, I don't really care too much about a whole lot of other stuff, you know what I mean? But, like, at the same time, like, I'm a driven person to do it. Like, I don't have a quote-unquote regular job. I have to get up and do what the fuck I gotta do, you know what I mean? And get up and make my money this way. So, like, I mean, I think I like that. You definitely have to be driven, because I've mentored a couple different people who wanted to be, like, models or actors and stuff like that.
They like the title of it. They don't want to work for it.
Not even just the title. I think it's just people like, they think they're gonna find some comfortability in it. You know what I mean?
No.
And it's like that could relate to both our different industries. Like, people might want to get into what you're doing because they can find some comfortability in it, but they got to realize, like, if you're trying to get stronger and be lean or get short, whatever, that kind of stuff, like, it's not going to be easy. Yeah, you're going to be very uncomfortable with different things. Probably a weird cut right there. But anyway, like, you know what I mean? Like, there's those kind of things that people are just kind of, they just think it's going to be easy to do that. You know?
Exactly.
But that's right. You do have to be driven, because if you're not driven, if you don't constantly kind of be super dedicated and passionate to what you want to do, then you're gonna be lazy with it. You're gonna be slacken with it all the time. You know,
you're gonna have those bad days. You're gonna have those good days. You're gonna have those okay days. You're gonna have those shitty days. You're gonna have the days where you're like, all right, I'm done doing this, and then you don't. Like, you just gotta keep going. You gotta keep going. Gotta keep going.
Yeah, I mean, you know, in the words of the great Nipsey Hussle, rest in peace, it's a marathon, not a sprint. You know,
exactly.
For the long run. Yep. You know, so that's the important part of it. But back on brands, like, you know, one thing I've seen with a lot of brands, I forget the guy's name. I think his name is like Bradley Martin. You ever heard of that guy?
Yeah.
Bradley Martin. I like some of his stuff on Instagram. I think he has like a couple different like things that are part of his brand. Like, and I think he has a clothing company. I think he has like a podcast that he does too. Like, is those kind of any interest at all? Like, especially with what you're doing, like, of course you're focused on getting to your goal, like your internal goal. I can see that your internal goal is like really to be an Olympic weightlifter and really like you even said, doesn't matter like where you place that, you just want to go there and be like, yo, motherfucker, I'm here, you know, and then progressively go higher in the ranks. But do you think that at a certain point, say you win top Olympic weightlifter, and it's like, all right, everybody wants to know who the fuck Harley Burke is, then you would have to expand your brand, because that's gonna how you're gonna get a name, a real solidified name for yourself, but also get money and get different people to kind of support and sponsor you as well. I mean, I think even regardless if you don't want to do that, I think that's something that will eventually happen. I mean, is that something that you're kind of interested in, like having your own clothing, having like, you know, line of like stuff, you know, for working out and stuff like that, and then podcasts or anything like that to actually talk with people, like kind of like something like this?
Yeah, I like being entertaining. That's kind of one thing I like about talking in general. Like, I just like to be funny.
Right.
So yeah, podcast for sure. Clothing, I mean, maybe.
Yeah.
I've never really been passionate about making my own clothing, like making up ideas.
I think you should though, like, you know, Burke Fitness, Burke Lifting, like, for real, that shit would be cool. I can see it.
That would be cool, but not those names.
I mean, not those names, just some concepts, but like, yeah, like I think that would be really dope just to have a brand like that. Because I think if you've been doing it for 8 years now and you've already progressed super, super high, and now you're making a huge step going over to South Carolina, I think you'll have a better chance of really building a brand out there than here. You know, so I think that's definitely something that will happen eventually.
For sure. I don't know what's gonna happen, man, but I'm pretty sure something fucking big's gonna happen. So
yeah. I mean, because I know you did YouTube for a little while.
Yeah.
Right? And you posted a lot of stuff on YouTube. Josh is laughing by the camera. So what happened with YouTube?
Who gives a shit?
Nah, what happened with YouTube? Because I know YouTube was like a thing that when I saw you on YouTube, I was like, yo, that's because I love when people make the step to go onto those kind of platforms. Because with me being a filmmaker and everything, this kind of medium and this platform with YouTube and stuff, that video platform, any video platform, honestly, Facebook, Instagram, whatever, it's perfect to help people with their business and their brands in the long run, no matter what industry or what they want to do. Mm-hmm. So when I saw you on YouTube, I was like, that's perfect. There's already a lot of different people probably doing what you want to do on YouTube, but you can really mold that into who you are, what you want to do, the stuff you want to convey. So I mean, with YouTube, what happened?
I don't even know why he laughed, to be honest. But I don't know, man.
Didn't stay consistent with it.
Nah, I can't edit for shit. I just can't.
I mean,
I'm not gonna waste my time with it.
I think Instagram could be. I think eventually, and it sucks that I didn't get enough chances to actually shoot like some promos and stuff with you, because that'd have been dope to have for Instagram.
Yeah.
You know, and to push out. And then you only live in South Carolina. Like I said, my family is all over. My dad's side of the family is all over North Carolina, and I'll definitely be there. You know, and stuff. So, and like I said, you're 20 minutes from Charlotte. Like, that's an easy drive.
Yeah.
From wherever the fuck I'll be staying at. So yeah, I mean, there's definitely. I think when you get out to South Carolina, your brand's going to be a lot bigger, and you're definitely going to take a huge leap in everything. I mean, what kind of plans do you actually have when you get there?
Like job wise?
Well, anything. It's like when it comes to like where you're gonna be like living, like what is your first overall plan? Do you kind of already know what gym you're gonna be in over there?
Yeah. James Tatum runs a gym called House of Weightlifting. I'm gonna train there. It's a damn good gym too.
Yeah.
Oh, it's nice. I'm gonna live with my teammate Amanda. She's a sweetheart. She's gonna let me live there, like one of her rooms. And I've applied to a lot of jobs, and we'll see.
Yeah.
So
you be working at Myers again?
They don't have one.
Yeah.
Probably not. No.
They have their own little superstores. Yeah, Myers is only in the Midwest. But speaking of Myers too, like how did that job come along? Because I worked at Myers too, and I hated it. So.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. Senior year, I worked at Myers.
My mom was working there.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't care where I work.
Just did it.
Just work, man.
Third shift too.
I just worked there so I could eat and train.
Yeah.
My main goal.
Yeah. That's cool. I mean, did you like working there?
Yeah, dude, the people I worked with are awesome, man.
Really? Well, let me just say this to Myers. I didn't like most of you guys. I was gonna say something even worse.
That's not your fault. That's not your fault. That's their fault.
Yeah, F you guys. I was playing. Nah, my experience at Myers, and this is a funny story, right? So when I worked at Myers senior year of high school, and I got the job because my brother's wife had worked there, and I worked in produce, so I had to handle all the vegetables and fruit and that shit, you know. Boring job.
Oh, yeah.
Like literally, the job was so boring sometimes that I would literally like hide in the bathroom for like hours sometimes and not come out.
What?
Like, I would do that. Like I hated working there. Hated it. But anyway, the very first day I was in there, and I don't think he works there anymore. He's lucky. But this dude, right? He worked in the seafood aisle or whatever. And he came up to me one day knowing I was the new guy, and he was like, "Hey man, like for lunch we're ordering Domino's pizza. What do you want some Domino's?" I was, me being just quick to say yeah. I was like, yeah, I want some Domino's. Why not for lunch? I mean, what the hell else am I gonna eat? With all this food in this fucking place.
Yeah.
But Domino's, yeah, sure. He asked me what I wanted. I said cheese. He was like, all right, cool. Lunchtime comes, he gives me this large cheese pizza all to myself. I'm like, damn, this is cool. I think I like Myers. I think I like Myers. I'm like, yeah, thank you. He said, oh, my name's Brandon. I'm like, all right, thanks, Brandon.
Oh, no shit, I know Brandon.
Well, he's this old dude. He's older.
He's got like long hair, right?
At the time, I don't remember. I think he had a big beard. I think he had glasses. I don't know. All I know is he's a bitch. But anyway, a couple days later, what happened? Oh, a couple days later, he came up to me. He's like, so hey man, I'm gonna need $20 for that pizza. What? The fuck you mean $20 for the pizza? Like, it was like, yeah, I got you a pizza. It costs $20. I need $20. I'm thinking to myself, this dude never mentioned a price, never said nothing about a price at all. And I'm thinking to myself, dude, you want $20? Get the fuck out of here. I'm not giving you $20.
Dude, those things cost like $12.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, get out. And I hate Domino's anyway. So, what the hell? So anyway, he kept asking me as time would go on. And it came to a point where he was like trying to be like real serious with me, like, yo, I really need my $20. I'm like, dude, you're not, get the fuck out of here with your $20. I kept saying, you know what? Yeah, you'll get your $20. You're fine. So the last day of Myers, I had to leave. I only worked at Myers for like maybe, I want to say like 3 weeks, because right at the time I was going to move to go to Full Sail. And fucking the last day, this old dude named Bart, which was still there, I think. I've seen Bart. Old dude, old as hell. I had an envelope. And I said, hey Bart, give this to Brandon when you see him. And in the envelope was Monopoly money. And I think I wrote in there like "fuck you" or something. But that time,
dude, what?
That was a terrible. I hated all the regular jobs that I've had. I'll always tell that story. I've had other stories of other jobs I had too, but I always tell that story just because there's no way I'm going, there's no way that, when you get, you have to work in a regular job to kind of sustain yourself and everything, but once you really build your brand and, get to where you want to, where you can even just start training people there if need be there, that'll be your main career. Then once you get to weightlifting, all that stuff is going to form for you for itself.
Yep.
You know, so I don't like, obviously you don't like, once you get to that level, you're not going to go back into that world, you know, and like me, like literally I'm back in Angola, doing the film stuff, making my own opportunities. So it's like, I'm not going back to fucking working at Myers or Cocaine or McDonald's, which those are the other jobs I worked at too.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not going back to that shit. So I just wanted to tell that story because we both worked at Myers.
It's fucking funny.
Did you have any crazy stories like that working at third shift? I imagine third shift at Myers, a lot of crazy shit happened.
This one time, dude, this like hot chick walked down. She was slightly, I don't know if she was slightly drunk or slightly retarded, but she came up to me and she was feeling me up and shit. I was like, what the fuck's going on here? She was like, dude, she was like, why are all the cute guys working at Meyer? I'm like, I don't know. She's like, wow. She's like, wow, you have really nice arms. I was like, who are you? She's like, well, I'm from Florida. It's like, well, you're a hoe. She was cute. She was really good looking.
Well, Harley's not saying that he took her home and then that was that.
She had a dick.
Oh my gosh, man, that shit is hilarious.
But yeah, I can't really remember right now. That was real though. That really happened.
Yeah, I mean, when you work there, you just kind of to yourself. It seems like you're to yourself sometimes.
Nah, I mean, I worked pretty hard, but I mean,
what'd you have to do there? What was your actual like stocking? Okay.
Yeah, I stocked shelves and shit.
Yeah, at least you didn't do produce, bro. Would have been. You would have fucking took an orange and just started squeezing that shit.
Yeah, especially if, probably would have shoved it up someone's ass too.
Did you, like, is there anybody you worked with that you did not like?
Everyone liked me, that was pretty cool.
Yeah. Was that your only other, like, regular job you had? You ever had any other jobs too?
I used to work at Kroger, but yeah.
You used to work at Kroger too?
Yeah, in Fort Wayne. But Meyer was my first job pretty much. Right. I didn't work at Kroger for that long.
Yeah. Yeah, Kroger, what'd you do over there? Same thing?
Yeah. That job sucked, man.
Yeah.
Working there sucked. Like, the people were there were just shit.
Kroger? Yeah, I can only,
like,
it depends on which Kroger you worked at.
I would rather work with Josh's dog shit than fucking work with those people.
Damn. That's a pretty intense example.
Yeah, dude.
I had 4 dogs at once too, so a lot of dog shit.
I like dogs.
All right, so nearing the last question here that comes to my mind is, first of all, like, what is next in line for Harley Burke? And I mean, first off, I mean, how do you feel about moving to South Carolina? Like, obviously, you're moving very far away from, you grew up here in Indiana, Fort Wayne, Angola area. So it's like, how do you feel now? Like, you're gonna basically be leaving this place and really taking your journey to the next level. Like, how are the feels?
Pretty nervous, insanely excited, and ready to just get down there. I'm pretty much just ready to get down there and start training and start working there, start grinding, start doing my thing, start getting in the habit, start new people.
Because you're gonna meet I imagine you're gonna meet a lot of different people out there. I don't know.
Everyone I met down there, dude. For one thing, I've never been hugged by so many women in my life.
Yeah.
So the people down there are awesome. They're all really nice. I'm not really worried about making friends with people because I'm good at making friends with people. It's just they gotta be cool. I mean, if you can't get along with me, then the fuck's wrong with you? But
they're gonna be scared, man. That beard is like
majestic.
The hell out of them.
It's majestic.
Besides Kratos and Call of Duty, they might think you're like a retired pirate or something. Like, I don't know, man.
I can see that.
Where's my gun?
But like, also, like, too, like, when you get out there, what about the love life? You gonna get a girlfriend, a wife?
Dude, I don't know. Probably not.
No, I think you're gonna meet. Would you? That's a good question. Cause like, I've always wondered, like, if girls. What, somebody walking here?
No, I thought you pointed at the barbell.
Oh, the barbell is this girl. Oh, the barbell is this wife. like for instance, like when like weightlifters and powerlifters, like sometimes if they go for like the girls who are the powerlifters or the weightlifters, I mean, could you see yourself dating somebody who kind of does something similar
for sure.
you do?
Yeah.
Would you want a girl? Imagine a girl who has like the build of like Josh, like a girl who's like
spread those cheeks.
Would you want to date a girl who like really got like arms and like she's tough, like
unattractively good?
Not unattractively, but she's defined.
Like a chick doesn't shave.
Yeah,
for sure.
She's defined.
Oh, for sure.
Defined. Like her arms though, like when she flexes, like people be like, oh shit.
Oh, shit. Yeah, for sure, dude. Not like Josh though. That'd be too big. His legs need to get bigger though.
Oh damn! Well, that's what's up, man. Hopefully all that stuff pans out and everything for you in South Carolina. But like, what is the next plan for you? Like, what is the next move besides moving to South Carolina? Like, where do you see yourself in the next, I would say, 5 years, 10 years even? Where do you want yourself to be?
I do want to start coaching people again. I do want to do that. I want to keep doing that for sure. I want to be a good strength coach. Yeah. If I want to be a great athlete, I want to be a national champion.
Absolutely. I'm sure people will see. I'm sure there's going to be a moment on Facebook where we see, oh, yo, Harley Burke, Olympic weightlifting. Weightlifter.
Yeah, dude.
Like, placed in there. Like, I think people will see that. I think that'll be good.
I'm honestly really confident about it. I'm not really worried. I'm willing to work for it. I'm not worried about it at all. It needs to happen, you know? That's all. So
I think Angola specifically will be proud of that, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
One thing, and you know too, like Angola is one of those places where we don't have a lot of people who represent for us. You know what I mean? There's not a lot of people with any big, I guess you could say, not awards, but you know, accolades. There's not a lot of people with ginormous accolades here. Like, okay, the Trines, yeah, they have all this, but like specifically people from our grade, our age, there's not a lot of people like that. And even taking like the accolades to a higher level. Like, imagine how people from Drake's hometown feel about him, or you know, like Ronnie Coleman. And imagine how his hometown, like what people think about him. Like, I think people want to see that about people like you doing your weightlifting and everything like that, being an Olympic weightlifter. People who would see me and be like, oh shit, STEFON got an Oscar one day, or Dylan, you know, his business is up and running and you know worth all this much money and all that kind of stuff. You know, people want to be proud of something like that. So I think definitely, you know, on a real note, I think you're definitely one of those people that'll have that accolade definitely in due time. Yeah. You know what I mean? A lot of work has to come to it, obviously, you know. But I think people are definitely going to see that. They're going to be like, oh shit, yeah.
They're going to be like, oh, that's Harley.
That's Harley.
It's exactly what they're going to do.
That's Harley.
That's just Harley.
They're going to be proud though. It's going to be a lot of, oh, that's Harley, congratulations type shit.
You know? Of course he would do that.
So I think that's going to be awesome. But do you have any social medias that you want to leave people so that people can follow you?
My social medias are really complex. So Harley_Burke.
Harley_Burke. I'm going to post all of them on the screen here.
And then,
is that for Instagram?
Instagram, yeah. Facebook's Harley Burke, I think.
You don't have like a page at all? You just have like your main Facebook?
Yeah, I just have Harley Burke. I do, but I don't ever use it anymore.
Yeah. And then YouTube? So we link them to your YouTube as well?
I mean, you can. It's with Aaron Pufall. It's called Epitome of Strength.
Epitome of Strength.
But it's old, and I haven't posted any of my weightlifting videos on there. Actually, I just thought of that.
It's the epitome.
The epitome.
The epitome of pank.
Okay, so Harley Burke, Facebook, Harley_Burke, Instagram.
Yep.
Make sure to put that all in here.
I post. I wouldn't say. Maybe daily. I don't know. No one cares really.
So, is there any inspirational quotes, messages that you want to give to the people who might want to become powerlifters, weightlifters like you, or just for anybody?
It's more of a tip, because tips are my thing. I like to. One thing I tell a lot of my guys I train is that take all your training sessions, session by session. You gotta have short-term goals to get a big-term goal or a big goal. If you can't set that big goal first. Well, you can. I usually don't like to do that. I always like to do short-term goals. The goal setting thing is important. It's something you need to do. I have goals on my phone that I want to achieve. Every time I hit a goal, I always knock it off and write down a new goal. Be consistent. If you want to become great at anything, I don't care what it is, you know, walking down the street, playing hockey, jumping, filmmaking, punching people. You gotta be consistent. If you're consistent, you will get good.
And even too, I think, is fail sometimes. You know,
Exactly, that's why I already say that. Yeah, make sure you fail a lot and often because it'll build character for sure. I don't know how many times I failed a snatch. I don't know how many times I failed a clean and jerk. I haven't failed too many squats in my life. I don't know how many times I've failed a bench. I don't know how many times I've failed a deadlift. Deadlift is the most mental. I hate deadlifting. It's so gay. Yeah. It's gay. Deadlifting is gay, but benching is gay. So there's actually I've written four studies. If you bench, you're gay. But no, but on a serious note though, like
Big G's note.
Yeah, I would say people need to stay consistent. That's the
stay consistent.
I think that's
main message.
the most important thing. You need to be consistent because if you're not, fuck it. You need to find a mentor, and you need to find good training partners. Finding those people will make you, for one thing, make you motivated to go to the gym because you're actually around people you like, and you're around people that care about you. You know, you're gonna get better and better and better every training session. Find a good atmosphere. Find like-minded people too. Yeah. Finding like-minded people is literally the most important thing you can do. If you find people that really aren't into your goals or don't care about what you're doing, me, I'm really strong-minded. I don't give a shit. I can be around a fucking Lucifer all day and I'll still be like, yeah, I'm gonna out-squat you. I mean, that's just how I am. But like, there's people not like me. There's people that aren't strong-minded but do want to succeed in something. You know, just make sure you are around like-minded people too.
Absolutely.
And I don't like saying have a one-track mind, but if that's what you really want and that's what you really want to do, have a one-track mind. Be selfish too. Being selfish, there's nothing wrong with being selfish at all. It's your life, man. It's not your girlfriend's. It's not your dad's. It's not your mom's. Fuck it, man. Just do what you want to do.
And it's the only life you got, so move on to it. Absolutely. Well, guys, I want to say thank you, Harley Burke, man, for doing this damn interview. Yep. You already know I'm a huge supporter, and of course, best of luck in South Carolina,
Thanks,
my
bro.
guy.
Thanks, man.
Definitely going to be watching and paying attention. And then, like I said, whenever I can, we got time, head out there, do some stuff, shoot some stuff. But seeing Harley snatch a house up. So.
Well, I actually have another social media platform, Pornhub.
Don't go to that one. Go to that one on your own time.
Yeah.
Anyway, but you guys already know what the slogan is. The slogan is that SW Films, every vision is made with cinematic excellence. I'll see you guys in the next one.
Bitch better stop talking to me sideways. This vision I implemented developed my frame. I ain't focused on bitches trying to play mind games. All that petty bullshit giving me migraines. Nowadays I'm elevating my mind frame. Been like this since I had lockers in the hallway.